special and she reckless. MB, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it.
Alright, you guys, so we've done our monthly budget. Now let's go ahead and get into our paycheck to paycheck budget. But before we do so, make sure you stop, click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. I would literally hate for you to do that. I'm just saying, you don't have to wait. Just start now. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Was our monthly budget, and if you guys haven't learned anything else from me, you guys know this is great. I love it. I love to see, you know, like, oh, okay, I can survive for the month, okay? But it's also good to take it to that next step and break it down by your paycheck. So let's go ahead and put this on here. Our paycheck date is going to be August. Make sure I'm getting the right one. So we have August the 6th is going to be this paycheck date, and then this one is August the 20th. Okay, so we're just going to focus on this first paycheck here, and I'm doing something a little different for this one just to see how things go, because there are some grace periods and things like that. So I was planning on going out of town, and then Bae got COVID, and so we have been stuck in the house, bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. But what that also means is that I had already moved over some money for the trip and had kind of like planned on using my first paycheck to pay pretty much everything that needed to be paid with that first paycheck and my last one, if that makes sense. So I gave myself some vacation money, anyways, long story short, I'm all in y'all business. I mean, y'all in my business, but here we go. Oh, I said I was gonna increase that, didn't I? I did say that. Let's go back. All right, so here we go. So paycheck number 1. All right, and then we also have some shop pay. So I'm gonna pay myself $250 for this one, for this paycheck, and then paycheck number 1 is $24.03. So what we're working with essentially is $24.03 plus $250. So we have 26. I'm just gonna put this right here. $26.53 is what our monies is looking like all together. All right, so then we're just gonna go with everything from our very first paycheck that would be due. Now essentially, if we look at our due dates over here, that's why I said don't judge me right now, because I'm doing something. I did something that I needed to do for myself, and you can do this too if you got your stuff under control. So instead of going into my my savings to pay this, I'm just going to push the limits as much as I can. So technically my mortgage isn't late until the 15th of the month, but I'm not gonna let it get that far, and I've already put in the schedule to pay it on the 6th so that it'll be taken care of. So I'm just taking care of everything that I need to in here. So one of the things that you're not gonna see, my insurance is already gonna come out of my paycheck come out of my account before it even gets there. So technically this $194 would have been over there on the other one. That's not a problem. I just moved some stuff. Like I said, I started moving things before I knew for the trip to get everything together, and then it was just a whole lot of. So anyways, let's go back. Let's stay focused. So we're gonna keep it as this is the first paycheck. This is what's gonna come out of that paycheck, what I'm gonna pay myself back with. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so first things first, we have our mortgage. And essentially I could just go into my savings and just pay this, y'all. I really could. I just try not to touch it unless I have to. So that's the thing. I don't know. So if I needed to, I could, but I just don't want to touch it. Is anybody else like that? I'm just like, once you get your savings to a certain point, you don't want to touch it unless you have to. And this isn't one of those cases where I actually have to, because I do have the time in there, and then it will show the payment being anyway. All right, so why does it keep moving? I must keep moving my hand. That's the only thing I could think of. Okay, so insurance as well is 81, and that is 194. Because again, I'm gonna end up paying myself back. All right, and then we have iTunes number 1. We have AT&T is gonna come out, and we have Zips and iTunes number 2. and everything else is going to make it on that next paycheck. Okay, and then we have our sinking funds. We have cash envelopes, which you guys know those are digital, and I will do that once that paycheck hits. I'll show you guys how I stuff my cash envelopes digitally using Cube Money. But if you can't wait that long, there'll be a link up here at the top for you guys to follow and follow the video and just get into it. Okay, just get into those cash envelopes if you just want to see the overall process. You're going to love Cube Money. I cannot stress it enough. The system works. It's simple, it's easy. I love it. And then we also have our tithes here. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll put all of this in. So our AT&T bundle, no, iTunes is $16.93. AT&T bundle is $170. Zips Car Wash is $17. iTunes number 2 is $9.99. I need to get these dates. So the 2nd, 5th, 10th, and 13th. So 8/2 is supposed to be 8/2. 8/10. Oh, 8/5. Okay, so the other thing, I just like to go back and just make sure that I took care of everything. So remember, this actually has my, this, I don't know why that car note is coming. Why did I put the 15th on there? It's definitely not the 15th. That's me tearing up some stuff. So the car note is actually on the 22nd. I don't know where I got that from, child. Let me get my life together, honey. Because I'm like, where in information? Okay. So anyways, this will be the first part of the check, and then this is the second plus my ties. Okay, we good now. We Gucci. Come back. This is why this is so important, because I would have been tearing up some stuff, y'all. All right, so these are the only bills that would come out before August the 20th for that next paycheck. And this is why I say it's important to break it down so that you know what you have and what you're actually going to be using for that paycheck, because it looks like we got a lot of money left over, but do we really? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that really a thing? So our sinking funds is going to be 80. Our cash envelopes is 305. I think it's 305. 305 in my city. Okay. And then we do 308 for our tithes. So let's go in here. We got adding all of this up over here. Okay. Let's get our calculatrice. 905 plus 194 plus 1693 plus 170. 70 plus 17 plus 999 plus 80 plus 305 plus 308. That puts us at 2005.92. So our total expenses for this month, for this paycheck, is 2005.92. So that leaves us with a remaining, so we're going to subtract that by 26.53. That leaves us remaining 647.08. 647.08. So we're technically still in the good, so we want to go ahead and highlight that so we know we're still good here. But we also need to note that back to school is August the 9th. Okay, so that means it's going to be crunch time for getting things done, which also means aftercare, right? So we may have some aftercare here, depending on if we decide to start for the month of August or wait until September, since we still have some help and family around. That might be the plan too. But I'm going to put it down here. It's $40 per week. I don't really have anything else I need to purchase or buy or anything like that. So I think we're Gucci, because anything else would come out of the cash envelopes that I have established and set up. So I think we're pretty good over here on that. All right, so this is what our paycheck, our first paycheck of August, is looking like. Let me know what you guys think about doing your paycheck to paycheck budget. It gives you a better look at what you actually are going to have left over, and what you can actually feasibly do. So what can happen is I can take this 647.08. As soon as I get paid on the 6th, I will take that out and say, okay, I'm going to put this over into a different account and hold it there. I've already started only putting, so I've moved around some things with my direct deposit. So I have like only, normally the bills are like $2,000. So I only have $2,000 on my check coming directly over into one account. So that's my bill pay account. And then everything else goes over into my quote unquote savings kind of account thing. And I put that over there. And that has been working for me. It comes in handy a whole lot, and I love it, love it, love it. So I think this is a really good place to start if you guys have been, you know, kind of stuck. Let's get unstuck in the month of August, and let's check back in with each other on the 20th for the next paycheck. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and as always, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any more videos. And I think I covered all my bases and everything. I think so. Let's go ahead and end this video. Okay, I love you guys in real life. Mwah. KK, bye.
You special and she reckless. Baby, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you're doing alright.